It's the drone the internet has been buzzing about for months, and now, the wait is pretty much over. After a long period of blurry spy shots and cryptic whispers scattered across regulatory websites, the sequel to DJI's surprise hit is officially on its way. I'm talking, of course, about the DJI Neo 2. Now, let's get one thing straight. While teasers and official announcements are finally starting to trickle out, confirming this drone is real, DJI is still playing its cards very close to the chest. There isn't a complete, official spec sheet just yet. Some YouTubers are confidently throwing dates around, but the truth is, we're still piecing together the full picture from official filings and the most credible leaks. So, what's all the hype about? The original Neo was a total game changer, a tiny, tough, palm-sized drone that made capturing fun, aerial footage easier and more accessible than ever before. A successor to that drone has some seriously massive shoes to fill. The big question on everyone's mind is whether this is just a minor refresh or a true revolution for lightweight drones. The hard evidence we have, mostly from FCC filings, points to some pretty significant changes under the hood. But are those changes enough to make you want to upgrade from the original Neo? And more importantly, can this new drone even begin to challenge the reigning champion of compact drones, the DJI Mini 4 Pro? In this video, we're cutting through the hype, separating confirmed facts from the remaining fiction, and breaking down everything we actually know and what we think we know about the DJI Neo 2. The leaks, what's confirmed versus rumor. Let's start with the hard evidence. Before any product with wireless tech can be sold in the US, it has to get approved by the Federal Communications Commission, or FCC. And just recently, a device named DJI Neo 2 did exactly that. These filings are our most reliable source of information, and they confirm one key upgrade, the battery. The documents reveal the Neo 2 will rock a 1606 mAh battery. That's a solid, almost 12% jump from the 1435 mAh battery in the original Neo. This is the one fact we can plant our flag on. Everything else, from the camera to new flight modes, is based on interpreting leaks from unverified sources and making some educated guesses. And while an FCC filing is a huge step, it doesn't automatically guarantee a US release. DJI has run into shipping holdups and regulatory hurdles before, which has delayed other products, so the future here can still be a bit uncertain. Now for the rumors. The internet is buzzing with speculation about the camera. Many believe it will stick with a 1/2-inch sensor, shooting 4K video at 30 frames per second and taking 12-megapixel photos, much like its predecessor. However, some of the more optimistic rumors are pointing to a larger sensor and maybe even 4K at 60 frames per second. It's crucial to take all of this with a huge grain of salt. FCC filings don't detail camera specs, so anyone claiming to have the final numbers is purely speculating at this point. Similarly, there are whispers of improved motors and propellers for better wind handling. This would be a logical and very welcome upgrade, since the original Neo, while capable, could definitely get pushed around in breezy conditions. But again, this is totally unconfirmed. The camera showdown Neo 2 versus Neo 1 versus Mini 4 Pro. Assuming the most conservative rumors pan out that the Neo 2 keeps a 1/2-inch sensor with 4K 30 FPS video, how does it stack up? First, let's look back at the original DJI Neo. It had a 1/2-inch sensor, 12-megapixel photos, and 4K video at 30 FPS. It also featured a single-axis mechanical gimbal, boosted by electronic stabilization. For its size and price, this was fantastic. It produced clean, vibrant footage perfect for social media and vlogging. Its main weakness was its performance in low light and the lack of dynamic range you'd find in pricier drones. Now, let's bring in the champ, the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Honestly, this is like putting a welterweight in the ring with a heavyweight. The Mini 4 Pro boasts a much larger 1.3-inch sensor, which gives it a massive advantage in low light. It can shoot 48-megapixel photos and absolutely stunning 4K video at up to 100 frames per second for buttery smooth slow motion. It also has a full 3-axis mechanical gimbal for perfectly stable footage. The Mini 4 Pro is without a doubt a professional tool in a tiny package. So where does the rumored Neo 2 fit? If it launches with a camera similar to the original, the real magic will have to come from image processing. It gets better and better at squeezing every last drop of performance out of its sensors. We could see better colors, improved HDR, and faster burst shooting. This would make it a worthy upgrade over the Neo 1, for sure, but it still wouldn't touch the image quality of the Mini 4 Pro. The Neo 2's goal isn't to beat the Mini 4 Pro on camera specs. Its goal is to offer the best possible quality in the toughest, most portable package out there: flight performance and battery life. This is where that one confirmed fact, the bigger battery, gets exciting. The original Neo had an advertised flight time of about 18 minutes. In the real world, once you factor in flying back home and leaving a safety margin, you were really getting closer to 13 to 15 minutes of usable time. With a nearly 12% larger battery, we can logically expect a longer flight time for the Neo 2. Some speculate this could push the advertised time past the 20-minute mark. That extra 2 or 3 minutes might not sound like a lot, but in the drone world, it can be the difference between getting the perfect shot and having to land too soon. It gives you that little bit of extra confidence to fly a bit further or try one more take. But it's not just about the battery. Flight time is also about weight and efficiency. Some leaks suggest the Neo 2 will keep the same featherlight 135-gram weight as the original, which is great for avoiding FAA registration. If DJI also managed to improve the motor and propeller efficiency, as the rumors suggest, the gains in flight time could be even better. Let's keep it in perspective, though. The Mini 4 Pro offers a flight time of around 34 minutes. That's a completely different league. The Neo 2 isn't built for long, cross-country cinematic journeys. It's built for quick, fun, and spontaneous creativity. It's the drone you can toss in a bag without a second thought, ready to capture a moment at a moment's notice. Design, durability, and smart's design of the original Neo was one of its killer features. It was a Cinewhoop-style drone with full coverage propeller guards, which made it incredibly durable and safe to fly, even indoors or near people. It's a pretty safe bet the Neo 2 will stick with this philosophy. The prop guards are a signature feature, giving pilots, especially beginners, a ton of peace of mind. You could bump it into a wall, and it would likely just bounce off and keep flying. Try that with a Mini 4 Pro, and you'll be picking up very expensive pieces. Another key feature we expect to see again is the 22 gigabytes of internal storage, with no microSD card slot. This is a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's super convenient to not worry about buying or losing a tiny memory card. On the other, 22 gigabytes fills up fast when you're shooting 4K, meaning you have to stop and transfer footage to free up space. When it comes to smarts, the original Neo had AI-powered subject tracking and a bunch of quickshot modes for automated cinematic moves. It also had that cool factor of taking off and landing right from your palm. We can fully expect these features to return in the Neo 2, probably with some performance tweaks. The tracking should be a little stickier, and the obstacle detection, while likely still basic compared to the Mini 4 Pro's all-seeing omnidirectional system, should be a bit more intelligent. By the way, if you're finding this breakdown of the facts and rumors helpful, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We're all about giving you no hype, real-world tech analysis, and your support is what makes it all possible. Rumor versus reality, how they stack up. Alright, let's put it all on the table. How does the rumored DJI Neo to compare to its predecessor and its biggest rival? First, against the original Neo, the Neo 2 is shaping up to be a straight-up upgrade. Based on the confirmed battery boost and the very likely improvements to image processing and flight stability, it promises a more polished and capable experience. The core idea, tiny, tough, easy-to-fly drone, is the same, but it's been refined. Now, for the big one, Neo 2 versus Mini 4 Pro. This isn't about which drone is better, but which drone is right for ***. The Mini 4 Pro is for the creator who puts image quality above everything else. Its larger sensor, 480p photos, 4K 100 FPS slow motion, and 3-axis gimbal make it a professional filmmaking tool in your pocket. Its 34-minute flight time and omnidirectional obstacle avoidance give you the freedom and safety to pull off complex, cinematic shots. The rumored DJI Neo 2 is for the adventurer, the vlogger, the family, the person who values spontaneity and durability. Its greatest feature is its approachability. It's the drone you're not terrified to crash. It's the one you can hand to a friend to try, launch from your palm on a hike, or fly indoors on a rainy day. It trades the ultimate image quality of the Mini 4 Pro for unparalleled portability and peace of mind. Who is this drone for? Conclusion. So, if these rumors and early announcements pan out, you should be getting ready to buy the DJI Neo 2 if you're a beginner looking to get into drones. The Neo 2 sounds like a phenomenal place to start. Its durability, ease of use, and likely budget-friendly price make it far less intimidating than a more expensive model. If you already own the original Neo, the decision is a bit tougher. The upgrade to a longer flight time and potentially cleaner footage is compelling. If you're constantly running out of battery or wishing your video was just a little less noisy, the Neo 2 will probably be a worthy upgrade. And if you're a DJI Mini 4 Pro owner, the Neo 2 isn't a replacement, it's a companion. It's the drone you take on adventures where the Mini 4 Pro feels too risky or bulky. It's your fun, B-roll drone that you can use to get unique shots in tight spaces without worrying about a costly accident. Ultimately, the DJI Neo 2, as it's taking shape, looks to be a fantastic evolution of a beloved idea. It's not trying to be a Mini 4 Pro killer. It's carving out its own identity as the undisputed king of grab-and-go aerial camera stuff, smart, and a ton of fun. The evidence is mounting, and with teasers already out, an official launch feels like it's just around the corner. But for now, some of the key details are still under wraps. So, I want to hear from you. Based on what we know and what's being rumored, what do you think of the DJI Neo 2? Is it an instant buy for you, or are you holding out for something else? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And you can bet that as soon as we get our hands on one, we'll be putting it through a full, hands-on review. Thanks for watching.